Hi everyone, welcome to our Family System Theory presentation. My name is Ricardo Costa Lima, I'm from Portugal, and this presentation was done by me and by Lydia Espindola from Mexico. Let's do first an introduction and a brief history background. The family system theory appeared primarily during the 60s. However, the basic concepts were being discussed a long time before that. In 1926, Ernest Burgess made a presentation to the American Sociological Association that became a landmark publication. He explained that the family is a unit of interacting personalities. The main precursor of the family system theory comes from Ludwig von Bertalanffy, general system theory. The main core of this theory is based upon the premise that the whole is more than the sum of its parts, and homeostasis, the tendency of a system to be resilient towards external factors and maintain its key characteristics. These two main core topics will be discussed further in our presentation. As example of homeostasis, we have the home or the body temperature control. For instance, in our body, when it's too hot, our body sweats, or when it's too cold, we're shivering. And this is an example of homeostasis in our temperature control. However, for the most part, family system theory remained hidden until after the World War II. Alfred Adler, one of the first psychiatrists in the modern era to family therapy, wrote about individuals in context, parents as leader, birth order dynamics, and parent education, among other systemic concepts. More recently, family therapists began to seek explanations for the transactions between family members that seemed to be at the heart of the dysfunctions in which they were dealing, rather than focusing on the faults or qualities of individual family members.
These are the basic assumptions of the family system theory, but the most representative is the two first. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts, and the locus of pathology is not within the person, but is a system dysfunction. That can help us to learn how a family works, analyzing the whole family and not the individuals separately. The next image can help us to understand how each number of the family are important, but the whole is better than the sum of its parts. All the ingredients have a unique characteristic, but working together can work to make that the family structure fulfill its function. The absence of more of one ingredient affects the whole cake. In the same way, the behavior of one member of the family can impact the whole family. It is called the identified passion that shows the family symptom of its dysfunction. In the next video, we can see how the whole is better than the sum of its parts. We can see a nuclear family with open boundaries, where the role can change according to the circumstances. In the absence of the mother, the father developed the expressive role to care and nurture children. The mother calls to ask a favor, and the father accepts and gives explicit rules to his children, and they adopt the role of care of each other. At the end, the father reflects that his lack of attention to his children can hurt their family connectedness, and that will make them lose their homeostasis. So he stopped to go with his children to make the family prayer, something that will strengthen his family ties and reinforce the family values.
I can give you the instructions.
The jars, right? And the lids.
Dad, can we watch now?
Why don't you go ahead? I gotta do something for Mom for the fundraiser, so can you do it without me?
Hey, supper, we're hungry.
Ooh, why don't you throw some burritos in the microwave for us and we can have fresh salsa to go with them? Can you do that? Awesome. And I'm still working on the salsa, so could you go have a bath and get your pajamas on?
Dad, we're ready. It's time for prayers.
Yeah. I'm still working on the salsa for the fundraiser. Do you think you could maybe go say prayers by yourself?
We're thankful.
In the next video, it describes how the subsistence of a single-parent family interact and behave. The family was under stress since the father died. The mother demands was not allow her to share enough time with her daughter, who felt that her mother focused her attention on her job and her boyfriend. We can see that the identified patient is Anna. She perceives the rules of her family as rigid and she pushed to change. This movie also shows how work the circular causalities within the family. It allows us to understand how rules help to regulate the family interactive patterns and to stabilize homeostasis, even at the expense of the symptomatic member.
Anna, do you really think that your surliness is the best way for you to get what you want?
I'm sorry, Mom. I really have been stressing in school, and I deserved every single one of those trips to detention. And I'm gonna apologize to Stacey Hinkhouse and Mr. Bates. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'll try and do better, Mom. I'll really, really try.
All right, what do you want?
To go to this really important audition that we're having tomorrow night that we can never have again at the House of Blues.
An audition? That's great. Tomorrow, you mean after the rehearsal dinner?
Well, during, but
During, you mean as instead of?
you mean technically?
Anna, I need to talk to you right now.
I think I'm gonna pass on that.
Now! Anna, I am going to make one final attempt to try to understand what goes on in your head.
Well, let's talk about it. I really want to understand.
I really do want to understand.
They're gonna pick one local band to play at Wango Tango. We were lucky to even make this cut. Seriously, I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance, Mom. Please, please, please. Why can't I just go? Please.
And what I hear is that my special night means absolutely nothing to you.
Oh, I don't even have to ask if my band means anything to you. It's totally clear to us that you think we're all noise.
Look, I'm a walrus.
I do not!
You too!
Anna, I let you practice in the garage. Anna, stop!
What?
Let's talk about what this is really about, okay? This is about your dad, isn't it?
Mom, stop shrinking me. It's not about Dad. It's about the audition. You're ruining my life.
Honey, enough with the drama. Anna, high school is not that hard.
You couldn't last one day in my high school.
Actually, I could, and I would do it without getting a detention.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry that I'm the one thing in your life that isn't perfect.
Perfect? You think my life is perfect?
Oh, I know your life is perfect. Your perfect job, perfect boyfriend, perfect patient. You worship the ground you
Oh,
walk
honey,
on.
you need a serious and bracing reality check if you think my life is perfect.
You could just cut me some slack just this once, Mom.
I am beyond cutting you slack, Anna. But you are not going to the audition.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because I said so. Anna, for one day, the entirety of our life is not going to be focused on you.
Yeah, it's all about Ryan now, isn't it?
The major concerns and critiques toward family system theory could be summarized in 3 points. First, the system theory is more of a model or flowchart than a true theory. The major concepts are too vague for true testing. Second, the system theory is too global and abstract and is therefore meaningfulness. Third, feminists. The major critique of feminists are based upon the argument that family systemic rules are divorced from their social, historical, economical, and political contexts. Although the critiques, the theory has been most useful in the areas of family communication and family therapy. For most family therapists, family system theory continues to provide a basic tool for thinking and therapy. Used in a broad sense, system theory lays the foundation for a comprehensive set of therapeutic interventions. Thank you so much for watching our presentation.